poprzednim odcinku.
O nie, wziąłem jakieś gówno, okej. O kurde, Sara pofrunęła. Moi drodzy, jesteśmy świeżo po zakończeniu wątku strażników w Starfieldzie. Mam więc nadzieję, że wy będziecie pamiętali o tym, by kciukiem w górę odcinek przywitać. No i pamiętajcie oczywiście, że wszelkie spoilery fabularne mogą się pojawić, natomiast my mamy zadanie in memoriam, którym musimy się zająć, bowiem jest to wątek Sary Morgan, który chcę doprowadzić dzisiaj do końca, jeżeli to będzie w ogóle możliwe. Nie mam pojęcia, postaram się, ale zobaczymy jak pójdzie.
Sarah Morgan. It's been what, almost 10 years?
Admiral, it's good to see you again, sir.
You're not required to address me as sir. That protocol ended the moment you dropped your clusters on my desk, remember?
Look, Admiral, I'm not here to open old wounds.
Old wounds is an interesting turn of phrase, given our past. Listen to me, Commander. I'm not sure why you're here, but whatever it is, why don't you just get to it?
I'm here because I need your help, Admiral.
You need my help. That's interesting. The last time we spoke, you made it quite clear that you were turning your back on the Navy.
That was a decade ago. Things change. People change. Admiral, please. I didn't come here to argue. I'm here to come to terms with my past.
Your past is sitting in a closed file in the archives. That's where you left it when you walked out on the United Colonies. And what about you? Just who in the blazes are you anyway?
Jestem tu, by wspierać moją przyjaciółkę.
Very well. Then, as a good friend, perhaps you could kindly explain to me why I shouldn't have the both of you escorted from the building.
With all due respect, Admiral, this is ridiculous. If you have a problem with me, then there's no need to berate my colleague.
I don't have a problem with you, Commander. I'm simply trying to determine why you deserve the Navy's help.
Sara jest tu, by uczcić pamięć poległych pod jej dowództwem.
That's quite a noble gesture. Is this true, Commander?
It's about Cassiopeia, Admiral. I'm heading back there to find out what happened to the crew of the Dauntless, and hopefully, to bring their legacy home.
That sounds like a dangerous operation. Are you certain it's worth the risk?
I don't know.
Ból emocjonalny dręczący Sarę musi się skończyć.
I understand. Mental scars left by war rarely heal quickly, if ever at all. I sympathize with your struggle, Commander.
I want to put an end to the sleepless nights, the nightmares, waking up in cold sweat. It's been difficult, Admiral.
I understand. And I believe I owe you an apology, Commander. Our last encounter has obviously distorted my impression of your character. What can I do to help?
If you wouldn't mind allowing me to access the files regarding my rescue, I'd be most grateful, Admiral.
That shouldn't be too difficult. I've sent all the relevant information to you, Slades. Was there anything else?
No, Admiral. Thank you.
You don't need to thank me, Commander. I just hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
We should make sure we're well supplied for the trip to Cassiopeia.
Spoko, damy radę. Uda się na Cassiopeię 1. No proszę. Ląduj. Super. Cassiopeia to była w mitologii greckiej jakaś królowa, prawda?
Gear looks green. Ready to land.
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
Porozmawiaj z Sarą.
I can't believe I'm here. It feels like walking into a dream.
Może lepiej... Okej. Trzymaj się blisko. Nie, poradzisz sobie.
Thank you. Right now, I feel like I need all the help that I can get. Phew. Okay, so let me get my bearings for a moment. Yes, this looks correct. Those rock formations nearby look familiar. My old campsite shouldn't be far.
Jak tylko będziesz gotowa. Czego tu nie odkryjemy, obiecuję, że będę cię wspierać.
Knowing that is the only reason that I'm here. Once we get to the campsite, we'll use that as a starting point to search for the cruise shuttle wreckage. Let's go.
Uda się do starego obozu Sary. Okej. Wypróbuję nowy karabinek, tylko 20 w magazynku? Kurde, bele, słabiutko. Żadnych kosmicznych stworków na drodze? Chyba nie.
This must be some debris from my shuttle. Not exactly a textbook landing, but I didn't have much of a choice.
Tam. Nie ma tragedii.
Well, this is it. This is the spot where I spent close to a year waiting for rescue. Not exactly Paradiso, is it?
Podziwiam, jak dobrze to wszystko znosisz, Saro.
Yeah? Well, inside I'm a shattered wreck. So, joke's on both of us, I suppose. Look at this thing. It's been sitting here rusting. I think we need to grab an emergency power cell to get the ship's computer up and running.
Dostało akurat w moim innym skafandrze. Powinno być jakieś w okolicy.
Sure, if we're lucky. When I was stranded, I set up a distress beacon powered by emergency power cells. The beacon was up there on the plateau. I guess it's time to start climbing.
O kurde, bele, serio? A to z tego nie wejdziemy, o tu? To lecimy na górę. Którędyś. Oj. Dotarliśmy.
Setting up this beacon probably saved my life.
O kurde.
I'm stranded here. Hit me.
Kurde, bele. O, Sara, łaskawie dołączyłaś, jak miło.
One Hope was a real piece of work, wasn't he?
Owszem, był tym potworem.
Despicable is too kind a word. He held innocent people with little regard, treating their lives like numbers on a balance sheet. It's an absolute disgrace.
W pełni się z tobą zgadzam.
I'm relieved to hear you say that. Letting him off the hook would have been a terrible injustice.
Wzięcie łapówki ze przymknięcia oka na jego zbrodnię byłoby okropieństwem.
Had you taken the money, this would have been a very different conversation. I'm proud of you. It took a lot of integrity to say no to that offer.
Nauczyło mnie to, że pieniądze to nie wszystko. Mam tylko nadzieję, że ludzie z Hope'u, którzy stracą pracę, zrozumieją.
Some of them will and some of them won't. What happens to them isn't your fault. It's Ron Hope's. Well, I think I've lectured you enough. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me.
Okej, to lecimy. Idź through. Proszę. Tracący chwilę przytomność, dom się użyć ratunkowych medykamentów. Kurde. No nie miała wyboru za bardzo, jak mogła mi pomóc.
We've located where the other shuttle went down. I can't believe our plan worked.
To wszystko twoja zasługa, Saro.
Well, we're not there yet. But damn, it does feel good. The telemetry data puts the wreckage out of range to hike. We're going to have to head back to the ship and land on a different part of the planet. Let's get going.
Dobra. No do dzieła. Jedziemy. Zaraz 30 poziom. Trzeba wpakować chyba w eksperymenty, nie?
From what I'm seeing, this world has all the essential building blocks to support life.
Te? Smuci mnie, że w tym karabinie ma tylko 20 nabojów. Przydałby się powiększony magazynek, nie? Ale nie można mieć wszystkiego. Oj, oj.
Look at this view. Had I been on this planet under more pleasant circumstances, I might have had more time to appreciate the beauty it has to offer.
Bardzo ładna planeta, bardzo wielowarstwowa i wielopoziomowa, podoba mi się.
Judging from this debris, the crew's shuttle sustained far more damage than my own. Those poor souls. This is what's left of the crew's shuttle. But it looks like parts were scavenged and dragged somewhere else. Could there have been survivors?
Ktoś by przeżył? W sumie na dwóch różnych jakby krańcach planety nie mieli szans, by się skontaktować ze sobą, nie? O kurde.
I'll shoot if I have to. Just turn around and leave. I know how to use this thing, and I will.
Oh my god. Who are you?
I'm nobody. Just go away. I'm not going to let anyone take my stuff again. No way. Both of you, just go!
Nie chcę cię skrzywdzić.
Yeah, sure. Try and trick me. No. No way. I'm not getting fooled again. Forget it.
Stop it right now. Put away that gun and talk to us. We want to know what happened here.
See? You're not nice at all. I knew it. You're a liar. That's all grown-ups do is lie.
Pozwól, że ja się tym zajmę, proszę.
Sorry. I was wrong to get so angry. We are here to help you. And we promise to tell the truth.
I don't know. You're kind of scaring me. Why should I listen to you?
Jesteśmy tu, by oddać cześć załodze, która zginęła na tej planecie.
The crew? No one's been looking for that crew since before I was born. So tell me another lie. Go ahead.
You were born here. Hold on. Oh my god. Your parents, your mum and your dad, what were their names?
Jenna and Elias. Why?
Jenna and Elias. Private Jenna Marsh and Corporal Elias Obrist. You're their daughter. Listen to me. I knew your parents. They worked with me on the Dauntless. I'm Commander Sarah Morgan.
You're Sarah Morgan? Mom and Dad's captain? My parents used to talk about you all the time. It's like a dream to finally meet you.
Bardzo się cieszymy, że cię widzimy.
Yeah? Well, I wish you wouldn't have taken so long. My parents are dead. My father died a long time ago. And my mother, she was killed by those monsters at the graveyard. It's just me here now. All by myself.
Let me ask you a question. Actually, I don't even know your name.
Oh, yeah. My name's Sona.
Sona. What a lovely name. Sona, you mentioned a graveyard. Is that where the crew is, you know?
Buried? Yeah. It's a bunch of stones with those necklaces like the ones my mom and dad had hanging on them.
Thank you, Sona. I'm going to talk to my friend here a minute, okay?
Okay, Sarah.
Will be. I przedmiot lecznicy. O kurde, ale super. To strasznie smutne, że została tu sama, nie?
Phew. I don't even know where to begin.
Świetnie sobie radzisz.
Am I? I feel like a nervous wreck. Oh, there's so much to process. But I don't have time to deal with it right now. If you want to help, then find that graveyard and bring me those necklaces Sona mentioned. I'm hoping they're my crew's gene tags.
Dam się nam natychmiast.
Good. Just be careful. Sona's monsters are undoubtedly hostile life forms that have claimed the graveyard as their territory.
Ale fajna misja. Ale fajna misja. Dobra, to lecimy. No karb mi się w sumie sprawdza, nie? Modliszka połączona ze słonecznikiem. Przerabiający stwór. Miejsce katastrofy załogi Dauntlessa. Okej. 8. Paru brakuje, nie? O, tu jest jeden. Okej, czy one może gdzieś tu wiszą jednak? O kurde. Rybik. No nie. Mamy go. Rybiki całkiem raptoropodobne, nie? Dzień dobry, wróciłem.
Sona, calm down and listen to me. It's much too dangerous to stay here all by yourself, darling.
I don't care. This is my home. You can't make me leave.
We can't leave her here. It's not safe. She has to come back with us to Jemison. Oh, I don't know what to do. Can you talk to her?
Zrobimy, że tylko możemy, żeby zabrać się w bezpieczne miejsce.
I knew I could depend on you. Now all we have to do is convince this poor girl that she's better off leaving the planet with us. I don't know if I have it in me to say the right things.
I can hear you talking about me. And I don't care what either of you say. I'm not going anywhere.
Look, I'm clearly out of my element here and not in the right state of mind. Could you just talk to her, please?
Pewnie. Ja mam tu mocne argumenty, już wiesz, wyciągam.
Why won't Sarah listen to me?
Martwi się o twoje bezpieczeństwo. Bardzo się o ciebie martwi.
That doesn't make a lot of sense. She's only known about me for a little while. That still doesn't mean I should leave the only home I ever had, does it?
Nigdy nie będziesz w stanie założyć nowej rodziny.
I never thought of it that way. But leaving Mom and Dad behind, it's really hard. Even though they're dead, I don't want to abandon them.
Twoja mama i tata chcieliby, żebyś żyła pełnią życia.
I suppose you're right. Mom and Dad always promised that I'd leave here someday. I'm sorry I yelled at everybody. I know you and Sarah are just trying to help. I'm going to go get my stuff and then I'll board your ship. Don't worry, I'll stay out of the way until we get, well, wherever we're going.
No i dobra, podała go kroku.
That poor girl. I hope we've made the right decision.
Sona sobie poradzi, obiecuję.
Oh, I do hope that's true. We're ripping Sona from the only home she's ever known and casting her back into society. It's going to be difficult for her to adjust to the changes. Wherever she ends up, just promise me we'll check on her from time to time, please.
Obiecuję.
Thank you. Look, before we leave Cassiopeia behind, I wanted to say one more thing to you. Perhaps at the overlook we passed on the way here? I promise it won't take long. Let's go.
Okej. To do dzieła. A kto fruwać umie, ten umie. I see you. Chyba. Nie podchodź. Skoczę. Nie spiesz się.
Look, before we head back to the ship, I wanted to tell you how much of an amazing gift this has been. You had to push me to come out here, and if I hadn't have listened to you, the universe would probably have never known about that little girl.
Dla ciebie wszystko, Saro.
And I intend to repay you for that, even if it takes the rest of my life. You know, this is the second time I've been on this world, and until this very moment I never stopped to reflect at just how magnificent it was. Oh, look at this place. This is the reason I'm out here, exploring the stars. Worlds upon worlds, just waiting to have their beauty discovered. Shedding this burden of my past has finally allowed me to open my eyes, wider than they've ever been opened before. And it's all because of you.
Mam nadzieję, że nie tylko zwykłe podziękowanie stoi za tymi słowami.
Perhaps. I suppose we'll both have to think about that for a while now, won't we? Well, I suppose it's time to bid goodbye to Cassiopeia once again. This time, under much happier circumstances. Now, let's head back to Jemison. I want to give those gene tags you gathered to Admiral Logan and figure out what we're going to do with Sona.
Coś czuję, że będziemy ją adoptować. Tak coś czuję, że tak to przebiegnie. Ciu, nad głową. Mam bardzo oficjalne, dlatego idę do sztabu generalnego, który z jakiegoś powodu jest w niechronionym budynku na piętrze, ale okej.
Yes?
Dzień dobry.
You know,
O kurde.
sometimes I feel a bit guilty. Sitting behind a desk.
Sara, to jest zły
deciding the fate
pomysł,
of
co
others.
robisz, wierz mi.
Welcome back. Did you find your answers?
Sara, proszę cię przestań, co? Nie wypada. Udało nam się znaleźć odpowiedzi.
Not only that, but we found someone there, alive. A child born from two of the crew that survived the crash. After her parents died, that poor girl spent years surviving on that hostile world, alone. We abandoned her, Admiral. We let her down.
I'm sorry. I had no idea. How could we have possibly known?
Przepraszam, jest niepotrzebne. Cieszymy się już po wszystkim.
Yes, of course. I think we can all agree that this was another unfortunate circumstance of the colony war.
What you'd call an unfortunate circumstance, I call a tragedy.
You're absolutely right, Sarah. It is a tragedy. One thing that I can assure you is that the names of these men and women will never be forgotten. I'll see to it personally.
Thank you, Admiral.
Good luck to both of you. It's been an honor.
Once we're done here, we should have a little talk with Sona. Poor thing's waiting for us at the lodge.
Okej. Na szczęście to bliziutko, więc... Czułko.
We should probably talk. There you are. I was wondering when you'd come and say hi to me.
Hello, Sona. I see you found your way to the lodge without any trouble.
Yeah, it was kind of hard though. All these people around. Never seen so many people in my entire life.
Nie masz się, nikt ci nie skrzywdzi.
They sure won't. They have to catch me first.
It's true. You're one of the toughest people I've ever met. So, what do you think? Do you like it here, Sona?
At the lodge? Yeah, this place is huge. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. You must be like a bazillionaire, Sarah.
Oh, don't I wish? This place isn't mine alone. It belongs to everyone who's a part of Constellation. And I think it should belong to you too, Sona. I want you to stay here and make this your home.
Whoa. Does that mean I get to go exploring with both of you? Or wait, do I get my own ship?
Może kiedyś wciąż musisz się wiele nauczyć.
Exactly. And this is the perfect place to begin your education.
I understand. Oh, and don't worry, I learn real fast, so you better get ready to have another member of Constellation signing on for missions.
I can't wait.
Well, anyway, thanks for letting me stay here. I promise I won't let either of you down.
I'm sure that you won't. Well, I think we should let Sona get settled. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to visit the Colony War Memorial now. I want to pay my final respects.
Okej. Pomnik wojny kolonii. A gdzie on jest? Nie pamiętam, byśmy takowym mijali. Może rzeczywiście gdzieś jest? I wtedy wjeżdżam ja. Całe na biało. Ale śmieszna jest ta zbroja. Ale za to legendarna. No proszę. Auć. Sara? To się nie śpieszy, co?
Look at this. All these people, their entire lives distilled down to names on a memorial. I wonder how close I came to being reduced to just a name.
Jesteś wobec siebie zbyt surowa.
You're probably right. That's why I keep you around, to hold my head above water and give me a swift kick in the arse once in a while.
Mówię to dlatego, że zależy mi na tobie.
And I care about you too. There's obviously some kind of a connection between us that I think we need to discuss. Just let me have another moment here, and then we can head over to the waterfall, so we can talk in private. I'm ready. Let's go.
Mówcie co chcecie, ale czasami te animacje są naprawdę super. Prawda? Są takie bardzo naturalne i takie przekonujące. Widać, że przy niektórych scenach naprawdę jest duża dbałość włożona. Do wodospadu powiadasz. Promenada z wodospadem. No proszę, tu jeszcze nie byliśmy chyba. Prawda? Prawie się udusiłem biegnąc tu. Siadasz? Oj, oj.
It's lovely here, isn't it? I've been from one end of the settled systems to the other. But this place, this exact spot, there's nowhere else like it in the galaxy.
Przepiękne miejsce.
I knew you'd appreciate it. I usually come up here to mull over some of the heated debates we have at Constellation. You'd be surprised how many decisions I've made on this very spot.
Na pewno wszystkie wyszły organizacja dobra.
Sometimes yes and sometimes no. I've certainly learned that you can't make everyone happy. Anyway, I didn't ask you up here to admire the scenery. I asked you up here because I wanted to talk about something very important.
Możesz na mnie liczyć, Saro.
I know you are. Just give me a moment. I have a lot I need to say. It's about my return to Cassiopeia. What we learned about Sona has been constantly replaying in my mind. Maybe it sounds crazy, but that young girl's isolation feels like a reflection of my own life.
Nie doceniasz siebie.
Am I? I've spent my life surrounded by all sorts of people. Constellation, the Navigator Corps. Hell, even the UC military. Despite that, no matter how hard I've tried to make them a part of my life, they tend to drift away and disappear.
Nie ma w tym twojej winy.
Are you sure? For all we know, it's in my nature to keep people at arm's length. Or worse, push them away.
Widzę tylko kogoś, kto się zgubi i potrzebuje pomocy w odnalezieniu drogi.
Yeah, sure. And who wants to take on that responsibility? You? Wait a moment. That's exactly what you're saying, isn't it?
Chcę powiedzieć, że cię kocham, Saro, teraz i zawsze.
Sorry, I just need a moment to gather my thoughts. I know you want to have a serious relationship. You want to become close. So, if you're willing to take that leap of faith with someone like me, then I'm ready to do the same.
Bardzo chcę i to od dawna.
You're something truly special. You know that? You've helped me conquer my self-doubt, my confidence, hell, everything. For the first time in my life, I feel complete. And with you by my side, I'm convinced that feeling will last forever. You're the best thing that's happened to me in my life. I love you. Always. When things at the lodge are too much, I love coming to this spot to just sort of, I don't know, melt away for a while. Hey there. Glad to see you again.
Mogę coś powiedzieć?
Only if it's going to make me smile.
O. Zakochanie się w tobie jest jak spełnienie marzeń.
I can't believe how perfectly we were made for each other.
Potem wymieńmy się sprzętem.
You be careful, okay?
Dobry, okej. Jak się miewają zadania nasze? Stajemy w naszym bardzo fajnym wdzianku.
Oh, the universe is essentially infinite. And yet here you are.
I received a message from my mother a few days ago. She's returned from another one of her sightseeing cruises.
To niespodzianka.
Oh, that's right. I haven't really spoken about her to you, have I? My mother lives in a fairly remote location, so we rarely speak. Tends to keep her out of my mind.
Szkoda rodzeństwa, rozumiem.
Good. When I say that to most people, they look at me like I'm crazy. I don't think they realize how much control parents can exert on your life, especially when their dreams conflict with your own.
Możemy zmienić temat, jeśli chcesz.
No, we should have discussed this a long time ago. You see, both of my parents were diplomats working under the flag of the UC Administrative Division. After I completed my basic education, they signed me up for a one-year apprenticeship in their department, without bothering to ask.
Konta na to, że chcieli, abyś podążyła ich śladem.
Wanted isn't the right word. Demanded would be more appropriate. For my apprenticeship, I was sent to Cydonia. My job consisted of drafting political policies and arbitrating trade disputes. The silver lining of the job was that it allowed me to spend time exploring every square inch of Mars.
Więc to tam złapałaś eksploracyjnego bakcyla.
I was swallowed by it. Months before the apprenticeship ended, I dumped my diplomatic certification and joined the UC Navy. Of course, my parents didn't approve. We had a huge argument that resulted in all ties being severed between us.
Trzeba było wiele odwagi, aby zrobić coś takiego.
Yes, I was proud of myself. For a while. You see, my father was killed during the opening shots of the Colony War. I returned to Jemison for the funeral and reunited with my mother. After that, we vowed to stay in touch.
Przykro mi z powodu twojego ojca.
Oh, aren't you sweet? Always concerned with how I'm feeling. That's why I fell in love with you. Your smile, your caring. It brightens even my darkest days. Listen, I'm going to be completely upfront with you. All this talk of family, it makes me wonder where our own relationship stands.
Chcę spędzić z tobą wspólną przyszłość.
You mean that? You do that? For me? I've been dreaming about this moment and still... I don't know what to say.
Może tak?
Yes, yes, of course, yes. I just need a little time to think about the ceremony. I have some thoughts about how we should move forward. You know, I used to dream about finding the love of my life. And here you are. All I ever needed was you, right here beside me.
Wow, się martwiłem, że to będzie buzi. Okej. Drobne, zaktualizowane, tak? Okej. Teraz możemy robić w takim razie. I zobaczymy.
Repeating emergency request. Facility Crucible requires vital materials to sustain the mission. Transmitting coordinates on Corinthians 3. End of message.
Okej. Ustaw jako misję główną. Misja. Charybda 3. Tak. Dawaj. Dobra. Tutaj, tak? Tygiel. Wesoło.
This place looks well defended. We should watch our backs.
Przede wszystkim wygląda wesoło. Ale jaja. Dzień dobry.
Human of unknown origin detected. Designated outsider. This is an undisclosed secret location. Please identify purpose or depart.
Wysłaliście wezwanie o pomoc.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency request. Explanation deemed acceptable. Clearance granted to Crucible. Outsider will deliver 150 units of copper. Compensation will be dispensed.
Tobias, stand down. We have a visitor.
Reminder, deliver required material. End of conversation.
This is incredible. For so long we hoped for any visit, and the day has finally arrived.
To już lepsze powitanie.
I wish it were even better. Your arrival is truly an historic one, but many fear what it portends. The societies have closed their doors and are arguing about what to do, while the rest hide to see which way the wind blows. Franklin would know what to do. He's the oldest among us. You should talk with him.
W takim razie poszukam Franklina.
Give it time, and I'm sure the others will come out. For curiosity's sake, if nothing else.
This place.
Okej.
There's something about it that simply doesn't make sense. We should proceed with caution.
Okej. Franklin? Okej.
When your ship landed, I feared the robots would shoot you on sight. I am greatly relieved that they let you enter our community, but you come during a delicate time. Everyone will seek to use your arrival to further their own ends.
O mój Boże, to jest Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Dziwny staroświecki strój, akcent też masz niezwykły.
Where to begin? Maybe an introduction? I am Franklin Delano Roosevelt, leader of the Pragmatist Society.
To nazwisko biły mi się uszy.
Well, it is gratifying that even after all these years my name isn't entirely forgot. You see, I was an American president. Well, not literally, but in a sense I was. Everyone that lives here are clones. Some of us are clones of the greatest figures of history, and others, well, we don't rightly know. When we die, and some of us die quite often, we are brought back. I cannot imagine how strange this must sound to an outsider.
This is astonishing. It's like walking through some type of living museum of Earth's history.
O kurde. Chcę wiedzieć, kim jest ty. Okej. Trudno w to wszystko uwierzyć.
Well, to us, it's just the way things are. After decades, centuries, of trying to figure it out ourselves, there is so very much we don't know either. The robots clone us for a reason. Their so-called mission. But what that is, and what we should do about it, is something the societies disagree about. Sometimes violently. It's best you meet with the other societies, and after, I promise I'll explain the pragmatists' position on matters.
Okej. Trzymam cię za słowo, Franklin.
Please do. Word has been sent, so the street should be full again. There is more I would talk with you about, but I would not take advantage of your ignorance. Go speak with the Monirinas and Genghis Khan.
Naprawdę? Genghis Khan? O kurde.
Welcome to town, stranger. Consider me part of the welcoming committee.
A ty co, Wyatt Earp?
Name's Wyatt Earp, and I'd be most pleased if you'd use one of the spare rooms during your stay. For a modest fee, of course.
Zaskoczył mnie, że Wyatt Earp prowadzi hotel.
You and me both there. I do the best I can to uphold the law, but the societies make that difficult. I expect I've had as much success restraining Genghis as the Chinese did. I do what I can. Roosevelt and I are both of the same mind on that.
W takim razie spróbuję ograniczyć moją przestępczą działalność.
I can work with that. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay. And by the by, I may have access to some essentials I've picked up over the years. Happy to sell them to you.
Co masz na sprzedaż?
The customer is always right.
Wspomagacze. Super. A co tam będzie z bani?
I'm hoping you come back for some repeat business.
You're the most exciting thing that's happened, well, ever.
Okej.
You can hear the howls at night. The defenses have to hold.
Bardziej jestem ciekaw.
Non-resident detected.
Tam ktoś czeka, tu ktoś czeka. Jak ja tu nie dotrę? Kurde.
I had hoped you would visit me. Good. Know that you stand before Queen Amanirinas of the Kush, queen of a dead kingdom on a dead world. But I earned my name, and even the sands of time cannot take it from me.
Królowa Kusz to ona powstrzymała chyba Rzymian, nie? To się śmieją, że Kleopatra to ta, która wpuściła Rzymian nawet do Wyra, a królowa powstrzymała Rzymian przed ekspansją, tak? Miło cię poznać, wasza wysokość.
Your courtesy is appreciated, even though it rings hollow. My subjects are all dust. If you don't believe me, no, you are not alone. Some clones deride me behind my back. I know this, but I feel in my bones that I am a Manirinas for true. The great and the terrible, to those who would oppose me. I remember things no one has told me. Memories of faces, betrayers, lovers, allies, and enemies. And the smells. The right scent. And I close my eyes. And I can picture all of it. So vividly. It aches my heart. My home. My kingdom.
Może jesteś jej kolejnym wcieleniem.
If your mind and heart remain open, you will see the truth of it. Once, I called upon mighty armies. However, on Crucible I still lead. Have you heard of the believers? Have you heard of the mission? We are the ones who will take our rightful place in these settled systems to bring in a new glorious age and break the endless cycles of oppression and greed.
I potrzebujesz tym mojej pomocy.
If we could do it ourselves, we would have, years ago. I do not care if you think my plan is insane. But what I want, what we want, is a chance to prove to the facility we are ready. When someone has achieved their potential, the facility is supposed to set us free among the stars. But the machines have been breaking more and more over the years, and no one has ever been deemed worthy. I need your help to properly fix the facility so that we can prove ourselves and claim our birthright.
Powiedz, czego potrzebujesz.
I need you to go to the facility. The robots and what drives them is not here. The facility is where they come from. Somewhere far to the east. None of us can travel there. But you can. Go there, please, and see if the facility can be repaired. Then report back to me.
Okay.
This unit is busy.
A Chingis Khan? No nie, spadłem. To nic. Ale jaja. No wszystkiego się spodziewałem, nie tego. Klasyka, siedzi na polu, nie?
Stranger! Weapons out!
I realized Genghis is a clone. Hey! There's plenty of time later.
Będę szczery, po Chingis Khanie spodziewałem się szabli. Sejmitara, czegokolwiek.
The man from the stars. Come to see me. And you're not afraid to get your hands dirty. I guess the world out there is not so different than here. Genghis Khan, a pleasure to meet you.
Jesteś bardzo uprzejmy, niespodziewane.
Manners cost me nothing. But make no mistake, I will do whatever it takes to escape this prison. I am pleased that the dangers out here are of no concern to you. You cannot be fully human if you trap yourself behind walls.
Dobrze sobie tu radzisz.
The robots taught me many things any Mongol would. So, hunting game, even such as this, is little challenge to me. So Franklin told you of us. Oh, that we're clones? Some of us think that makes us special. That the deeds of our namesakes are somehow ours. But that is blind arrogance. We are just people. Same as you. Same as anyone.
Nauka by poparła twój pogląd.
Would it? You would know better than I. But all this talk gets us nowhere. Too many of the others grovel at the feet of the damned robots, trying to play their roles in a broken game. The renegades will not submit, and one day we will be free.
Skoro renegaci są tacy twardzi, to mnie nie potrzebujecie.
If Crucible had not hobbled us, we wouldn't. I have died a dozen deaths trying to find a way out of Crucible. You get too far or disobey too much, then death. Crucible holds our lives in its hands. But now the robots have made a grave mistake. You can go where none of us can. You hold our future in your hands, and all the societies know it.
To, co robi Tygiel, jest złe.
I sense fire in you. Good. You will need it. You know of the facility, yes? Go there and make the machines let us leave. It is not much to ask, and it will set us free.
Okej, porozmawiaj z Franklinem. Jak ktoś jeszcze jest, czy jest tylko ich trójka? Ale byłoby super, jakby jeszcze ktoś był, nie? Montezuma. Nie, raczej nie, ale kto wie.
I need to go out there.
Holy shit!
Do everything there is to be done.
Amelia Earhart. O kurde. Przecież ona jest jedną z najbardziej znanych pilotek i pisarek i o kurde bele. Możemy pogadać?
Your ship. She's a beauty. It travels the stars, right? Tell me, what's it like out there?
Gdy się nie nudzę, zawsze natykam się na coś nowego.
That's just how I imagine it. My name's Amelia Earhart. When I first woke up in this place, in my head, I knew all about my namesake, her life and her accomplishments. But I also knew how to fly a starship, reactor limits, thrust acceleration, vectors, and everything. In my mind's eye, I can imagine flying out there, touching heaven itself. And yet, cruelly, here I sit.
Przeczuwam, że do czegoś zmierzasz.
Am I that transparent? Listen, I know you owe me nothing at all, but I would do anything to get off of here. I know the societies want who knows what from you for who knows why, and I don't want to get involved in any politics. I just want, for my single self, a chance to explore.
Jeśli mogę ci pomóc, zrobię to.
You won't regret it. Things. Do you want to talk about anything else?
Uważasz, że jesteś prawdziwą Emilią Earhart?
No, I don't. I consider myself a most ardent admirer of hers. She feels like family. Distant family. I like to think we both share a kindred spirit of adventure, though. She broke so many barriers in her life. I would love the same opportunity one day.
Co sądzisz o stowarzyszeniach?
I have a few choice, unchristian thoughts about some of them. But I'm going to stay out of it. Listen, I'd understand you making any decision you have to regarding them. Any at all. I just hope you judge me separate. I don't wish harm on anyone. I just want to explore.
No dobra.
I hope to see you again.
Ale trzadzior.
So, you have heard from the other societies. I must confess I'm very curious what an outsider thought of them, and their positions. You might be the first objectively neutral party we've ever come across.
Myślę, że być może okej. Wciąż próbuję sobie jakoś poukładać w głowie.
A very diplomatic approach. The facility has gathered some of the most obstinate and dangerous personages throughout history. It has told them that they should lead in a golden age via whatever means they see appropriate. Setting us all loose and Potter as a whole would invite disaster. We are barely fit to lead ourselves.
Zdradź mi więc swój plan.
Certainly. It is evident that the facility is decaying. It is both unsustainable and unwise for us to fix and maintain the status quo. Our community must be weaned off the machines, learn how to build, grow, and govern ourselves, allowed to raise families so we can pass our lessons to the next generation, and to die when our allotted time is finished. One day we will be worthy of going to the stars. We are just not there yet.
Zastanowię się.
I am sure in time you will see the validity of my argument. Go to the facility and see what can be done.
Okej.
Over here. We need to talk.
Co tam, Wyatt?
Listen, it's not safe to talk here. It's about Roosevelt. There's something you need to know.
Zamienia się w słuch.
Thank you. There's a, well, cave just outside town. No chance of us being listened in on. Please, come as quick as you can. Ideally, before you go to the facility.
Jeśli takie ważne, pójdę już.
I'll meet you at the cave.
Okej. O, jak pędzi. Jak pędzi, Wyatt Earp. Proszę państwa. Biegnie Wyatt Earp. Biegnie Wyatt Earp. Biegnie, ile sił ma w nogach. Tu ma Wyatt Earp. No, tak było. Przybiegł Wyatt Earp.
We have these jetpacks for a reason, you know.
You came. I just can't take a chance. These clones, they're psychotic, crazy. If they find out, I'm sorry. I just can't take the chance.
Chcę pomóc.
You're just making it worse. I'm not Wyatt Earp. I wish. God, how I wish I was. I was cloned off a monster. America's first serial killer. H.H. Holmes.
This is unbelievable. Oh, you poor, poor man.
To musi być potworny ciężar.
It's like a living nightmare. If you go to the facility, I know you'd find out who I am. And if you let any of these bloodthirsty maniacs know, they'd kill me. But no, that wouldn't be the end. Every time my new clone would appear, death, torture, pure hell. I'm afraid it's you or me. I'm going to kill you.
Nie musimy tego robić, musi być jakiś inny sposób.
I just don't see a way out.
Bądź jak Wyatt Earp, bądź bohaterem, to ty decydujesz o tym, kim jesteś.
Wyatt Earp was a hero. Maybe I can.
Weź głęboki wdech. Zastanów się.
I just am not sure. I'm gonna trust you, okay? Just don't tell anyone. This never happened.
Ale jaja. Dobra. To do bazy, tak? Uda się do bazy. Baza. Baza. Z drugiej strony planety. Wesoło. Zarąbisty quest, nie? Tylko, że jak my to rozwiążemy? Ktoś tu mocno obrywa. Galatei. O kurde. To miejsce prowadzi mnie do szaleństwa. Do biegu. Dziś jestem na nowo twierdzą, że byłem tu już kiedyś, że się odrodziłem. O kurde bala. To będzie przerąbane dla nich. Naprawdę, współczuję im strasznie. To i to. Nice.
Might be worth scanning this creature's home to look for any organic materials.
Czyżby? Straj taśma. Czynniki sam w jakiś sposób przed posiadaniem materiałów wybuchowych. Zabójcze drapieżniki. Kurde bela. Pierwsze przebudzenie tutaj krwawie. Choć teraz mniej więcej. Nie ufaj Billowi Hickokowi. Bill Hickok. Ciekawe. Pytanie bez odpowiedzi. Kto stworzył bazę? No właśnie pytanie, kto jest odpowiedzialny za całą tę akcję? Prawda jest taka, że nie jest powiedziane i nie wiadomo. Okej. Dokąd teraz? Może niby tu? Mi się zdaje, że to jest twór na 85 poziomie. Tak jest. Okej, potrzebujemy wspomagaczy i... miny od bankowej? Nie mam pojęcia. Aha, ale mnie rozpierdzielił. Może nie wejdzie tu na mnie. Wow, shit! Tu już nie wejdzie. Mam nadzieję. O kurna, nie gadajcie. O matku, udało się.
I'm sure they had something we can use.
Na pewno. Przerąbane to było. Już nawet ten nasz 45. poziomie nie są takie straszne. Po latach prób błędów mogę sobie powiedzieć, że jestem programistką. To ja i Babbage daliśmy początek temu niesamowitemu światłu. O proszę! To lecimy do góry. No nie wiem. Nie będą zachwyceni chyba tym, nie? Ciekawe. Tylko chcę muszę powiedzieć informację o bazie. Szczerze powiedziawszy, to nie wiem. Wydaje mi się, że o dziwo Chingis Khan, który wie, że są ludźmi zwyczajnymi.
I have things for you. A lot on your mind?
Coś ciekawego?
I certainly do. It's all yours.
Toksyna.
Hope we can talk later.
Pycha. Lek romantycznie, toksyna, wcześniej dostałem rozpuszczalnik. Ja pierdzielę. Ale jaja. Może powinni zasłużyć rzeczywiście na eksplorację. Myślę, że Roosevelt.
I think you've made a wise decision. These clones need to learn self-reliance before they're thrust out into the galaxy.
Let me see.
Też tak myślę.
You have no idea what a reassurance it is to learn even these hints of our past. It sounds like the facility is in ruins, but perhaps the restricted section is intact? Think of the answers it must contain, and perhaps a way to help us become self-sufficient. But there is no security override code here. I would know. Think.
Może na Beaglu?
Galathea's sister ship. Yes, if it can be found. Certainly, they had the capability of going into the heart of the facility. If anyone can figure a manner of locating the Beagle, it's Ada Lovelace. I'll radio her and explain the situation. I'm sure she will make every effort to assist.
Lovelace. Jak te procesory Lovelace. Ojejku.
I hear you share the secrets of the facility with someone else. Have it.
So we did come from a spaceship. Of course we did. And there's another out there? What was the Beagle? Why did she and the Galathea part? But all of that in time. First, we must find her. She's not in this star system. I would have spotted her.
Musi być jakiś sposób, by znaleźć Beagla.
The radio telescope. It has a default position. It resets every morning. I always wondered, why point at Bell 5? Petty frustration I've dealt with for years. But perhaps the facility looks for her sister. Yes. Yes, it makes sense. I can send you the coordinates. The Bellstar system is not far. The facility communicates via a secure frequency. When you arrive, tune into that.
Zbadaj Bell 5. Badaj Bell 5. Żelazny 1. O kurde, dotrzesz? Nie dotrzesz, no. Bliższy układ po drodze, nie ma żadnego bliższego. Dodaj zbiorniki Helu 3. Kurde, dolecimy i tam. Piękny, nie? Rambler, no właśnie. My tak Ramblera zmodyfikowaliśmy, żeby tu dolecieć. No nic, jakoś damy radę. Dokuj na biglu.
Just say what you need to say and move along.
Lack of love.
Dać kod dostępowy do bazy. O ile coś mi tu nie zabije, to będzie super. Okej. Jak się przedostać tam? Potrzebny jest komputer, który otworzy drzwi, czyż nie? Stanowisko farmaceutyczne, stacja badań. Ciekawie.
Don't worry about me. I've handled worse heat than this.
Jakiś znowu alarm. Dobra, wbijaj się pan. Oj, co ja zrobiłem najlepszego? Brak sygnału. O, myślę, że robotami, żeby nie wyszły. Ajajaj. Rodzaj danych. Kod dostępowy. Karmazynowej floty incydent. O proszę. Misja w bazie, żeby wciąż trwała. Ja cię kręcę. Dobra, mamy co trzeba. Teraz trzeba jedynie oddokować. Martwi mnie to trochę. Mają kody i co teraz?
Plenty of organic materials to harvest from this world.
Coś mi tu śmierdzi. Co się dzieje? Oj, oj.
Oh, thank God you're here. Genghis has issued an ultimatum. He will attack the Pragmatist Society with everything he's got, unless you meet with him. I fear Amon Arenas is siding with him too. We are on the brink of war. A war I will not shrink from. Not when we are so close to victory.
Czas na spotkanie z Dżengisem.
I will send a message. We are meeting under flag of truce. Something sacred to us. So, no matter how much he vexes you, keep your gun holstered.
I need to go out there.
To Aida niech rozszyfrowuje. Trzymaj.
Please, deadly trouble is brewing. Deal with it and we can converse at length.
Okej. O, Roosevelt, gdzie biegniesz? Aha. To będzie wesołe. Co się dzieje z moim szybkim zapisem? Coś złego się dzieje z moim szybkim zapisem.
The outsider. Franklin.
Amonarinus, Genghis, I had hoped we would not be meeting like this after so short a respite from war.
You drove us here, Franklin. Did you think we would let the outsider just hand the pragmatist victory? Stranger, if you do not change your course, there will be none of the pragmatists alive to help.
Szukam pokojowego rozwiązania tej sprawy.
You want peace? Then let the renegades go free. Roosevelt can do whatever he wants with the others.
This is not what we agreed, Genghis. Only those who have passed the test can leave Crucible.
This is my test. Here and now. And I intend to pass it. In blood, if I have to.
Na pewno można się dogadać z renegatami.
If you let us leave Crucible, then the pragmatists can do whatever they want here. With my blessings.
Under no circumstances can I agree to that. Genghis specifically should never, ever leave this planet.
So there it is. It is spite. That is why the great Franklin Delano Roosevelt drives Crucible to ruin. To deny me my own chance to live in the settled systems.
Your namesake was a plague upon the world. Arguably the greatest butcher in human history. If there was even a fraction of a chance I would be unleashing that upon the stars, I would do anything in my power to stop it.
Być może wierzący nie muszą być naszymi wrogami.
Perhaps you are right. Amonarinus, the facility and its test and mission are flawed, broken. We all know it. And if you are allowed to author that test, then you control us all.
So the answer is we are all imprisoned here? You leave us no choice but to join the renegades and end your society.
20 years.
What?
We have to stand on our own 2 feet to earn a chance at freedom. So let the outsider reprogram the facility, and for 20 years we work together to make Crucible truly ours. And after, we institute a test, which we both author with mutual veto power, and any who pass may leave.
Do not let the politician cloud your head with pretty words.
You think I would accept this?
Roosevelt oferuje wam szansę na przeżycie. 20 lat to nic za uniknięcie rzezi.
We have been going in circles for so long.
We could kill them all, and then we could dictate any terms we like.
I only lead my people to battle when I must. Do you promise, Mr. Roosevelt, a fair test? One that we can pass in our lifetime?
I will not make it easy, but it will be, as you say, fair.
No! Amonarinus, this is a trick!
Roosevelt has done many things that infuriate me. But his honor, I have never had to question. The believers will not fight. Let the gods decide which of you is right.
Dzięki ci za tę mądrość.
I think you have the makings of a fine ruler yourself.
You will regret this, Samanarinas. Mightily. Then we will meet on the field of battle. The heavens will judge who is worthy.
So be it. We have fortified the society, but this will never end until Genghis is dead. He is the linchpin. If you take him out, I know an armistice can be reached.
Nie będę do ciebie zabijać.
This is not something I am asking. It is something that they are demanding of you. They will keep trying to kill you until we put an end to this.
Where'd you go?
You're gonna pay for that!
Dobra. Możemy za to pogadać? Trzeba najpierw postrzelać. Hej. Ten się chyba poddał.
It is over. Why does it always come down to force? I hope your settled systems has truly learned from the past. Clearly, we have not.
Liche podziękowanie.
It was a grim duty you embarked upon. But the price, as always, is too high. Please, go to the facility and make it so that it will obey my instructions, so we can finally grow as a people.
Okej. Idę.
We still have blood runs in the streets again. I had hoped, however naively, that we were past that. I do not hold you responsible, but your arrival was certainly a lethal catalyst. May I help you?
Mam kod dostępowy jest zaszyfrowany.
So your mission to the Beagle was a success? Let me see. It is done. There is a standard cipher used by the facility. It took me many years and, well, lifetimes to overcome. And now, the mysteries of the facility await you. I pray you choose what befalls us wisely.
Nice. Zajmij się bazą. Da się zrobić. Ciekawi mnie strasznie, jaki będzie efekt tego. Wychodna.
Now this planet, this is more my speed. Oh, I could hike here for a while.
Mam szczerą nadzieję, że nie będzie tak, że teraz, wiecie, będzie chaos. Albo tyrania Roosevelta. Mam szczerą nadzieję, że nie. Tylko żeby kodzik wprowadzić. Jak najszybciej, żeby działało raz, dwa. Otwórz skrzydło. Dobra.
Beginning combat protocol. Massive damage.
Klon? O kurde, czyj? launcher Gishana, ale jaja. Trudne. Tak mówicie, że trudne. Pum. A do kogo ty to mówisz? Bo domyślam się, że musimy zejść na dół. To się udało. O nie. O, niech to szlak.
System failure.
Dobra. Rzeźba Planety na biurko. Wyrzeźbimy sobie w takim razie przejście tutaj. Niech to szlak. No dobra, mocno bije. Oczywiście.
Might as well take what we can.
Ciężka impreza. Nic ciekawego. Dzięki, że do mnie przyleciałeś, nie muszę lecieć po twoją amunicję. Ich tam jest więcej. Nowego superadministratora. Roosevelt. Okej. Już do bazy. No i dobra. Mamy to. Mamy to i wszystko jest na swoim miejscu. No dużo fantów tu nie ma. Są tu. Fajnie. A co to jest właściwie? Nie wiem. Okej. Tyk. I tyk. Okej. Mamy to. Poprane organy. O kurde. No nie, raczej nie chcę. O kurde. Kontrabanda, nic więcej. Możemy wybywać. Ale numer. Do tygla. No i ciekawe, czy okaże się oddanie wszystkiego Rooseveltowi to był dobry pomysł? Nie mam pojęcia. A tych trupów to nie usprzątacie?
As much as Genghis always pushes for war, I truly wish it wasn't necessary. What was long sought after is upon us. Change. Not all on Crucible will approve of what you have done, but doing what is right is seldom easy or free of difficulty. You have given us all a chance for self-determination. Maybe in time we will be worthy of going to the stars.
Macie szansę stać się w pełni ludźmi.
For some of us, that will be a rude awakening. You have my enduring thanks. And anytime you need safe harbor, know that Crucible is here for you.
Ukończyliśmy. Czy teraz Emilia z nami zostanie?
In my darkest hours, I feared that we were all that was left of humanity. You've taken the Crucible by storm, haven't you? Now that Roosevelt's the admin, I'm in the clear to hightail it out of here. What do you say? Will you take me with you?
Pewnie. Witam na pokładzie.
Golly, thanks. You have no idea what this means to me. I swear you won't regret it.
Okej.
I just need to say a couple farewells, and then I'll hit the road. See you out there.
Super. Po prostu super. W każdym razie, moi drodzy, zrobiliśmy ogromny postęp. No i super sekretny quest za nami. Ja mam nadzieję, że ten odcinek się wam podobał. Jeżeli tak, proszę pamiętajcie o kciuku w górę. Nie zapomnijcie o subskrypcji i dzwoneczku. Żaden film was wtedy nie ominie. A ode mnie w tym odcinku to tyle. Mam nadzieję, że się wam podobało. Pamiętajcie, że moje odcinki powstają dzięki wsparciu patronów z Patronite'a. Link do niego macie na ekranie i poniżej. Moją stronkę, na której są top listy, mojego Instagrama, Facebooka i wszystkie inne fajne miejsca znajdziecie oczywiście w opisie. No i raz jeszcze pamiętajcie o kciuku w górę, bo to nic nie kosztuje, a bardzo wspiera kanał. Dzięki za uwagę, moi drodzy, i do miłego usłyszenia.